The homework for today is, if meteor was slang for drugs, what drug was it? Let's do one more.
Continue to say there is little danger posed by this once-in-a-generation astrological event, with most projections showing the space rock missing impact by a margin of 20 to 30%.
What does that mean?
But one local amateur astronomer is raising alarm with new self-published trajectories that show a much higher chance of impact from this massive object.
Why are you listening to this, Fang? Like, I would have loved it if, when Fang is like, do you worry about it? And Fang says no. There's an option that's no, lie. And if you pick no, lie, or yes, then you get this backstory. But if you select no, and then Fang doesn't listen to the radio and it's just some music or something. It's like Swamp Babies or something that I'm hyped up. That would be good storytelling and pretty cheap to implement, all things considered. Why didn't we see that earlier? Why didn't we see Trisha's room with the bugs earlier? That would have... Wait, did I just see a plush in the background that looks exactly like Naomi with like the ribbon and everything? Yeah, this is an anime opening. It's one of the posters, so now the viewer knows that it's Naomi. You don't have to zoom in on it. It's obvious if you just use the blur effect, because then the sharpness... Like, the framing already does the work for you. Why are you doing this? Anyway, that was a fine set of scenes. A lot of showing, don't telling. Don't know why it's happening now, but whatever. I like Nasser, and like the showing... I like that it shows Nasser, like, busy with the thing and everything. Like, he's facing the awards in his past. Also, we haven't had a music section in a while, have we? But... that was fine. And I'm starting to realize that the further we go, the more the problems are really just connective tissue and making it work. It would have been great if they really wanted it to be a mystery. If they really wanted it to be, is it Rosa or is it Naomi? Hell, considering how little time they have when it gets resolved, they could have done both in a funny way. Oh yeah, I forgot. Also the fashion stuff. Yeah, it's obviously Naomi. It's so fucking stupid. Like, why are they revealing it to us like this? Why couldn't we just figure it out with Fang? Or have it be a mystery? But let's see. There's a comment here that I wanted to look at. The government would cover it up. Yeah, in the thing I'm writing, it's covered up until January. Partially because that gives the story more time for the body swap stuff to develop. And the characters to develop. And it's really weird that they announce it like the second that thing gets detected. It's so weird. Oh, by the way, the world might end 1% chance. See you later, buddy. Bye. Something. Nasser would have made a more interesting main character about struggling with perfectionism and living up to the expectations of Golden Child Firstborn. Actually, I think it would work slightly better. It's a less down narrative of Fang was the Golden Child. Fang had the musical expectations. And then Fang went overboard. And then Nasser, who was kind of laid back and had his own thing, And he might have been like, I like boys or something like that. And then his parents came and they were like, you're going to get married, you're going to have children, you're going to have a family, you're going to get a college, you're going to get a degree. And they shifted everything from Fang onto Nasser. Nasser was the golden child after Fang fucked up. And he kind of blames Fang for it, maybe. Like, that'd be a good one. And as the world goes to end and Fang does their own thing and he's like, you put me in this golden prison, Fang. You put me in here. You ruined my life because you just couldn't do what was asked of you. And now I can't escape it. Like, that, nice little story you can make out of that. But we get none of that. None of that.
It's funny. It's not the day of a big thing that makes you nervous. It's the day before.
Shut up. It's not true.
Get out of my head.
I mean, I guess the day of, you're like, let's go for it. It's Banjo Boy again. We must unite against the real enemy, omnivores. So when we all switch into East Mastodons. Poison Senior. Can I help you?
Are you gonna stand there the whole time, or?
BOTB tomorrow? Right?
The Battle of the Bands, by the way, is either the 9th of April or the 4th of September, depending on if they are Southern Hemisphere and they're going with February as the starting month. We just jumped months in time. Months, regardless of the circumstances. We are, like, easy 4 months ahead. Like, maybe even more. And it didn't tell us. It's just like, yeah, we were in September, and here we are. Fucking what? There's a lot of good scenes in isolation. I string them together to something that makes it possible. You know, it's like time. It's like a ball of timey-wimey stuff.
Yes.
Oh, God. Yeah. I remember, 'cause, well, I could draw your poster from memory.
Why?
I saw so many of them.
There you go.
When I collected them from school. So, effective marketing.
Ah, funny.
Anyway, sorry for being a narc. How's the show prep going?
This is months later. Why are they still so salty about it? Like, for us, it's recent, but... like, either there's emotions or there's not.
We are as ready as we'll ever be, I guess.
Feels like a reminder for the
Just
viewer.
keep thinking of everything that could go wrong.
Like breaking a guitar string.
Well, I wasn't until you said that.
There's one more.
No, I mean, like the part where we have to get in front of a bunch of people and not suck.
Oh. And what if you do?
I'd probably die.
I get like this sometimes. I think everybody does. I got an idea. We do this sometimes in drama to work out stage fright.
I am not doing a trust fall.
No, not that. Just focus on your breathing.
Everything is always now is a good way to describe it. We never get intermediary scenes that are just like fluffing out the characters before they do stuff with it.
Now, put your hands on your hips like you're Captain Triassic.
Captain Triassic.
Come on. A real power stance, like this.
Fang doesn't have the body for a power stance, though.
Feet apart. Really grounded. Hands on hips. Head up. Like the deep breath. And you're winning this thing.
That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty cute.
Now, you won. Why did you win?
I guess.
We work well together. Our song... Nah, let's go for the cool guy.
Best friends make the best bandmates.
They don't, I think. Too much, like, potential side friction.
Hey.
Sorry about the other day. Be nice and apologize.
I'm sorry for blowing up at you
Also, this is months later. What are you talking about the other day, you dumbass?
the other day. I was
Like, this is months later if it started in September/February.
being kind of a dick. I really do appreciate you, little bro.
I know. We're family. Whether you like it or not.
But... So for those of you who don't know, a large thing for LGBT people is that they have to abandon their family. Their flesh and blood family, because their flesh and blood family is like, you're a freak, Christ says no, get out of my house. And I have a serious issue with the idea that a game that is written by LGBT people who are trying to create this, the Fang's family, if we're going by LGBT rules, should sooner be the friends that she chose for themselves than anyone else. The fact that they go with the whole, we're still family, yeah, haha. But, like, family is the problem. Fang's parents are the problem. And they're... little dissonance, little friction. It just needs addressing with some proper writing.
So, I'm here to help.
Like, Fang should be like, yeah, but my parents are my family and they're the problem. Nope. I mean, I'd say eat the crow while it's young and tender, but, like, the crow is, like, months old and dying. It's got a cane and everything. I'm an old crow, darling. You can yell at me all you like.
Okay. She's my best friend. We've talked about stuff before. And I know what I want to say. I just have to actually say it.
That's the hard
Listen,
part.
Trish.
Oh, it's like the lyric stuff. I should start off with, like, the good stuff, you know? Start off with the strong. Start off with something good, then put in your own feelings and the bad stuff. Like, I'll miss you. Fang looks so white in this. Again, I don't know what it is. I don't know if we get a third one, but you can always talk to me. Don't close up. And then Fang walks up to Trish and goes, fuck you, and dives into the ocean like a dolphin. Because they couldn't actually account for all those options.
Morning, Fang.
Morning?
Great day, right? I can't believe the sky could be hiding something so bad. You know?
Well, it's not the sky, it's the space. I'm the best at space. Some of y'all are literally like, both sides are valid. Meanwhile, carnivores are literally out there eating babies. I mean, Mr. and sincerely, have any of you heard of considering going outside? Wenjamin. Wenjamin.
Sorry, I've had a lot of coffee. I get free beans at Lava Java.
I get free beans, and I turn into a cowgirl, and I start saying rootin' tootin', I better be shootin'.
I should stop talking.
You said like 3 lines.
Yeah, you totally go into a caffeine fugue state. So, I'm basically her chaperone right now.
Also, Battle of the Bands is in the evening. Why are they walking now?
Sure. Anything for a friend, right?
I'm glad you're wired, Rosa. I barely slept last night.
Mango keep you up with her chewing
Oh, no, this is the day before, right? I'm completely lost.
again?
I've gotten used to that. No.
It's actually making me think of the wide Putin meme, but with Fang. Wide Fang. Coming in with that wide load. You know, back at home, we used to drive pterodons like 18-wheelers.
Oh, just life. Hey, did I tell you Dad's out of town again?
Isn't it weird how the parents aren't around, despite the fact that there are 2 characters who are entirely related to their parents in terms of friction, and also Rosa to an extent in the endgame, and also, like, where the fuck is Reed's parents in all of this? Isn't that weird?
Anyway, it's been a lot. Between studying and practicing and bombing.
I know, but I think it's great you decided to stick it out to the battle.
Also, as an aside, like, the Battle of the Bands is months later, and Trish makes the decision, like, months before. Why can't Fang just be like, why don't you wait on it a little bit and see how things work out? Like, maybe it's fine. I don't know. Also, we haven't even had a practice session yet, and it's the day before.
You kept saying you wanted to go out with a bang,
We haven't had a practice session. We have the other...
and now you get to.
Yeah, I guess so.
I love how Fang is not included in this conversation for a large part of it. It says a lot.
Yeah.
It says a lot. It's actually good. I don't think it was intentional, but it says a lot.
The battle's gonna be great. But it's just the beginning. I mean, for worm drama.
Yeah, totally.
You know, after I go to college for 4 to 5 years and you never see me again.
I know I'm leaving for a while, but it's gonna be okay.
It's college. It's a long while.
Chop a worm in half and you get 2 worms. I mean, that's us. 2 halves of the same worm just reeling along.
Different directions, far
Doing
apart.
our wormy things. It's gonna be totally fine. Hey, whatever happened to that person who was texting you?
Oh yeah, your mystery missives.
What's it called? They're kind of great.
We actually get along. It's kind of wild.
Keep us posted. I'm so curious.
It's 10 a.m. School
I
time.
better grab my books. See you later.
Why did it sound like... We already got White Stella. With a block body. Oh, is it like Tom and Jerry where Jerry ate like the triangular cheese and he's like a big triangle? I love that one. I love that one. That's so great. Triangle cheese. Oh, I need to see it. Yeah. It's so good. He's a triangle now. Actually, it's a prism, but he's a triangle now. Oh, this is what art is made of. It's a triangular cheese. He's all angular because he's full of cheese. Ah.
So, I kind of thought you wanted to talk when you texted me.
Lovely how we made all that talk stuff and we did nothing with it.
Yeah, I did. I do. Always.
You know, if this was a better produced game, there would be like a bunch of intermediary parts and stories that are like 2 weeks later, X weeks later, or like this date, that date. Doesn't matter. And on those dates, we have Fang trying to set things up. And like the first time, it works. But then the second time, it fails. And the third time, it fails. And it's just a very short scene where Fang is like, shall we do something? And nothing happens. And then the player is like, I tried to get communications going and nothing happens. Oh no, we're falling. But none of that happens. We don't get the setup. We don't get the process. We only get the end results. And that's telling, not showing. Roblox Stella. Listen, you should look up triangular Tom and Jerry. Or Tom and Jerry Triangle Cheese. Look at him. I want you to look at him. He's magnificent. He is the embodiment of geometry. I love those cartoons where things are just a little bit goofy. It's great.
Everything's nuts right now, but I don't want that to mean we don't hang out.
Right. Just you and
Don't. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. It's two cats.
me.
Love 'em.
And Rosa.
I love the two cats.
Yeah, that was an accident. Rosa's really great, though. Promise. She likes you.
She's cool.
Yeah, and if this was a better written story, this would be a moment of like, is she the mystery one? And then Fang is like, but no, if she is, then oh no. I don't know. I mean, if it's not the point, it's not the point. You shouldn't do it, but...
But, could we make some time for just the two of us?
I can't stop myself. I just love the two cats. And then the song plays, and it's just the two kitties. And they look like little goobers. Oh. Listen, I don't think you understand how much I love those goofy, fluffy cats. They look so goofy. I just love them. They're such little scoundrels. Oh. There's more pictures of this cat. Just the two of them. Oh, I can't. I love this cat. Oh. It's great. I hate that because of Snoot Game. I really want to stay at your home. It's 4 times harder. Why? What's with that?
Though?
Heck yeah, anytime you want. Well, not anytime, but you know what I mean.
Okay. So, ritual tonight?
I gotta babysit tonight.
The ritual takes literally a fucking minute, and you burn a card. What the fuck are you on that you have babysitting tonight, Trish? This takes a minute.
Right.
Well, maybe we can do it the day of the show?
I guess. Compromise.
I guess that could work.
Well, see you tomorrow?
Trish doesn't
Yes.
leave this.
Of course.
But how much can we... That's actually a fun way to do that, actually. Like a game where you have that back and forth. Like, you can take it onto yourself, but you just stress yourself out. Like, you'll save them the stress, but it becomes yours.
Yeah.
Dichotomies. I imagine if you go with... It's just it'll curse us. You'll be like, no, it's just a little thing, you know? Anyway, let's go for it. Kelp... Oh, God. Every time I see a weird as hell food promotion collab, I get the immediate urge to make fun of it on social media because I hate that. Because I know the ad campaign is winning, we live in a society. What? Not for much longer. The funny plot twist would be if they just cut to Trish literally sitting on an egg for babysitting. That would have been a good gag, but I don't know if that's appropriate for what we're doing with. Anarcho-socialism win. The meteor is coming to kill us. Renders all marketing absurd in the face of certain doom. What would the economy do if it was going to die tomorrow?
Hey, Sib. I'm working late on yearbook stuff with Naomi.
Man, that yearbook's harsh.
Nice pick, by the way. There's some sesame noodles in the fridge for
Sesame
you.
noodles.
Just heat them up with a little oil.
It feels like there was more in that picture. I mean, just... There we go. There was more on that. Just heat them up with a little oil and be sure to turn off the stove. See you soon, Nasser. Yeah, there was more to that. Fun fact, the main love interest in Edgerunners is also Lucy. Loosey-goosey. It's Oodle. Instant noodle. Wouldn't it be great if part of the plot was that Nasser... that part of the plot is that Fang gets sucked into the pretty hero because Trish is floating away. And then it turns out that it's Rosa, and she's like, fuck, I didn't mean to break you up, sorry. I feel that the dichotomy could have been extrapolated on more. Like Trish has some reflecting feelings, or Fang is like, why aren't you upset? I'm still angry about that stupid, like, trans scene that just was great, but didn't have what it needed. And we still didn't get any payoff on that. Can't wait. Can't wait to meet you. I want to look at my astrology signs. Oh, they're looking pretty spiffy, though. How are we so close to Trish, though? Fun fact, this is probably not even maxed Trish, which is the funniest shit. Like, oh, they're close. It doesn't matter. It's not what you need. I really don't like those emoji. They look like babies. They look like babies. I would like to point out that like an hour ago or so, we were like, who are you? Are you coming? Are we ever seeing face to face? It feels like it's going way too fast. Like I said, it needs more fluff. It needs more filler. Needs some establishment, some character moments. That's not like the plot. You know what this feels like? This feels like you're watching an anime adaptation of a manga and they cut out not just the filler episodes, but like everything that wasn't the plot. It's like, okay, are we cutting the scene where Fang does a power pose? No, it's a fan favorite that Fang does the power pose, and it's also referenced in episode 12, so we need to keep it. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Fang got the eyes. I kind of want to do another playthrough where Fang's just a jerk, but I don't think it matters. Which is sad. Holy shit, Fang is wearing other clothing. Also, wouldn't it... Why isn't the mystery person on this thing, right? Wouldn't it be great if the mystery person was a separate bubble, and when you figure out who it is, then all that gets transferred to the person that it is? Like Rosa or Naomi, and it goes to them, and they're the person now. Or you can have it so that every time you talk like that, like a person moves, and if you pay close attention, you can tell that someone's moving closer when you haven't talked to them in a while. I don't know, there's just things you can do with it. Anyway, that's the child. Her name is Talia, if I recall correctly. I don't think Talia gets mentioned in game. It's just like Misty Roberts' first name. They mentioned it, but it's never brought up in game. Again, burning the fucking thing takes a minute, Trish. Fang could come to your house with a lighter and a card and do it in like a fucking minute. The thing I've noticed, though, there is a lot in this game that is like the day before. We have the day before the Battle of the Bands. We have the day before the end of the world. We have the day before the audition. This really likes doing the day before things, and I think it's because it's the most important day they can't skip out on that isn't a fluff day, and it's so dumb. Oh, hey, Fang's actually...
Hey, Mom and Dad are calling.
Right now?
Yep, come on.
And you're not going to answer it right away and just get Fang separately, and you're just leaving them hanging and uncertain. That's just rude, dude. Oh my god, I'm not a flat earther. Stop DMing me. The website is a pestilence upon the night. Everyone needs to go outside for real. If our planet is actually round, then won't the meteor just hit one side of it? Checkmate, round earthers. Checkmate. Yeah, like I said, like, it's so weird that this takes place over 8 months and they use like 2 days. Like, why even bother at that point? Just compress it. You can compress it if you want to. Like, you know what would have been like, I feel that you could take a lot of flack off this story if you just do it like this. We're past the audition. We have a month. In that month, graduation, prom, all the big impact and everything happens. The reveal and everything. You make it a month. Now you have this tight month where everyone is uncertain. You have a bit more chaos. You have a bit more emotion, a bit more element. Reed freaking out makes more sense. Trish rapidly shifting, like, I don't have time in the summer because there is, like, I want to do this now. I want to see if I like it. And you would get a more condensed story, and you could do things a bit faster, and you can skip over some stuff because everything's faster and accelerated. But no, you had 8 months, and you used 2 weeks. Why?
They're coming right now.
Oh, by the way, this is the first time we get Fang's parents. Hope you're ready for the big reveal. Didn't even see their fucking pictures, even though they're all over the house.
Hello?
Okay.
As I mentioned, in this one, the mother looks like Nasser, and the father looks like Fang, which is, I wonder if Snoot Game caused that one.
There you are. It's good to see you. Nasra said you've been working a lot.
I love how they go like, oh, but the electromagnetic disturbance means we can't call the parents. Yeah, like I said, a real lobster. Snoot Game did a lot of damage. Snoot Game is the real asteroid that hit Goodbye Volcano High.
Is that why you look so tired?
A spy.
What else did your spy say?
Hey.
I really like that little tongue. That tongue was adorable.
Wouldn't have to have a spy if you would talk to us.
Isn't it implied that no one talks to Fang? Like, why are you like that?
Listen, your mother and I have decided to come back tomorrow.
We are not coming back, however, because after the Battle of the Bands, there's a big blackout and we can't come. Whoopsie snickerdoodles, it turns out we don't show up in this game in person, sorry.
That early?
It's all this news
She has a tongue and it's a serpent tongue, apparently.
about the meteor.
Asteroid.
What's the difference?
Oh, what's the difference?
Doesn't matter. Same impact.
Impact, the word he used so many times in his goddamn speech.
Very funny, Nasser.
Why are you saying Nasser? You said Nasir. Stick to it.
Hey, guess what Fang's doing tonight?
They're taking Karf and they're jumping off the cliff at the bay.
What? What are you doing?
Oh,
I love the reflection. That's a cool detail though, to have them in the reflection like that. That's great.
it's nothing.
Their band made it into this huge music competition.
Yeah, they made it in there like months ago. Why didn't this get brought up like way earlier? Why are you telling them this now?
Only a few
Like the day before. Right, let me stop you right now, right? Why are you bringing this up the day before when your parents come back? Instead of A, months ago, or B, tomorrow when you see them in person. Really weird.
acts made it this far, and it would be huge if they won. Like, career in music huge.
Interesting. I never had a talent for music. I tried in college, you know.
I remember. Unfortunately for me. So, what?
I do love that they hark back to that he's not creative at all.
You win money or something?
Not exactly.
Would they even... Let's keep this brief.
No. We don't win $1 million. Sorry. We just get to play another show.
Mm-hmm. Who else will be there? Patricia?
Hey, look, we get Trisha's full name.
Well, she's in the band, so yeah.
I kind of like that line read a lot. I love the fact that she feels the need to point out something that should be obvious. Like, if her parents cared, they wouldn't ask that question, and Fang being indignant about it is perfect. Perfect.
I like her. You should invite her for supper when we get back.
Don't forget, I don't want to come home to a house that looks like a robbery happened.
That line, I kind of... It's funny they say that line, and they show the house being practically immaculate. It's great. It's like, I don't want to come back to the house being a mess. And everything is like sparkling. It's like, yeah, that won't be a problem.
That's me, you especially.
There we go.
Be good.
But again, the normies don't get that. And Fang looks upset over the previous statement. You show Fang being fine. They say Fatma, and Fang closes up because they don't want to talk about it, and they don't like being dead named, and now the normies get it, and then you have the scene with Sage. It's not that hard. They're cliches for a reason. And then they just fuck off. They have nothing to say to Nasser. Poor guy.
You especially.
Haha. Laugh it up, funny guy.
No mention... Yeah. Shouldn't Nasser be like, hey, like anyone be like, hey, would this interfere with college? Because, you know, college is coming up. Hey, Fang, have you selected a college yet? Like, we got college money set aside. Where are you going? We want to know if it's going to cost us anything to go there. Never gets brought up. You think if they were so interested, like they go like, Fang, you should talk to us. And it's like, you're not even asking any fucking questions, you dipshits.
Guess I shouldn't tell them I'm releasing a comedy album.
I don't think they'd survive. I've been a bad influence on you.
Well, I guess the age of freedom
So can they just not have Fang snap to the other head shape, or...?
has come to an end. Honestly, I was starting to miss them.
Why are they still looking down the whole time? Ugh. I mean, I know at the end they look down because they feel sad, but...
This is the last of the gear. You nervous?
They, them. I feel good, actually.
I hope I don't jinx it, but yeah.
You're gonna kill it. Good luck. See you there?
Yeah, see ya.
Wait,
Seriously?
just 1 second.
Huh? You packed me a lunch?
Fang, it's evening. It's dinner. Or a snack. We all have that one friend that only talks about neo-emos angle selfies. So I did it. Gliding and flying are not the same thing. Featherless bipeds do not interact.
More like an early dinner.
Exactly.
Thanks,
It's evening. It's dark out. You're at the tropics. If it's dark out, it's evening, you dumbass.
Dad.
Gotta have something in your stomach to puke out from all the nerves. Now, good luck.
Good luck. Chibi Fang, yeah. Who is driving the van? Isn't that Reed's van? I thought that was Reed's van. Who is driving? Fang doesn't have a driver's license, right?
Hello, hello.
Did they hire someone? Because you can just hire a van without a driver, and then Reed can drive. Like, I know his car's in the shop, but that was months ago. It should be out of the shop by now. Where's Reed's van? You established that Reed had a fucking van. Why isn't he driving his van? What?
Hello, dearest lead singer.
Why are you so comfortable with this?
So,
It's gonna be fine.
Better.
I know. I mean, no, I don't. We could completely bomb.
It is gonna be fine.
We should have practiced more. Let's go over the set list one more time.
Fang, bro, dude, we got this. You got this. We're in, like, LJ likes us, and honestly, we rule. The hard part is over. It's time for the have fun and blow everyone's minds part. Which I'm...
Like, seriously, how big is Caldera Fest that Swamp Babies has to do this? Because it's implied they won before and that they're famous enough to be on the radio. Shouldn't Swamp Babies just be a shoo-in and not even participate?
I'm personally excited about. Remember when you booked us at that retirement place?
You mean the Shady Palms retirement community from which we are banned for life?
That's a great read. Oh.
Yeah. I still think that was one of our best shows.
Oh, yeah, it was. Lucky nobody died.
Why were you playing at a retirement home?
See? We've been touching people's lives with our music for years.
Who drove the van?
Just think, when we started, you and I are basically the same height. Now look at us. We're like actual complete people now.
Speak for yourself.
I can play way more than 4 bar chords. I can play all the chords. And you've become...
Yeah, it's really weird that they went for the strict Fatma. Because I know it as Fatima, but they went for the strict Fatma and they did not go for Nasir or Nasia. And they just went for Nazir. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Become like this musical wizard.
Dark mage.
And you are also here.
Yep.
Like, I would love to know what's been going on between Reed and Trish. That feels like some good bonus content. You know, you put a little comic in, like what did Reed and Trish talk about before Fang showed up for that game one time? There's some good content, I don't know.
Seriously.
You know, some relevant content.
You guys are in all my best memories.
And soon you won't be, and that's the problem.
Yeah, I know.
Man, it must be hell to maintain nails like that and still use a smartphone. Ugh.
Man, it's really...
Yeah, it's the end for now.
That wasn't me. I'm lucky to have this with you.
I'm glad you're in all my memories, too.
Actually, I think they're Lebanese. So, I mean, people say European all the time, so. Just like people say American, even though that doesn't mean anything anymore nowadays. We're going to cut it here. I just wanted to go to the bands. Oh, there's more. Stan Validate. What a weird thing to put in there in the end. Yeah, I know that sometimes the heads... Let's call it here for now. It's been a long while. 3 and almost a half hours. What a while. What a while. I'm tired. But that was a great session. We're getting closer to the end with every time we play. There are 8 chapters, but we're a pretty good way through chapter 5. I'll be honest. It's gotten better. The further we've gone along, the more this game has actually gotten better. But I am seriously... Like, the problem is just cohesion and clicking everything together. And that's worse. Like, making basic mistakes fair. But the more something looks good, and the more you made, like, obvious beginner mistakes, the more I just... Like, you should have let it in the oven at that point. You can do it. You can make it work. You didn't. Like I said, they deserve better. They deserve better than this. I'm tired. I'm tired. That was long. And some people that I know still haven't talked to me, and that's great. I'm totally not fucking angry about that. Just fuck them. Can't be bothered to talk to me or anything. Ugh. They're probably going to be all like, oh no, we gave you space. No, fuck it. When are the VODs going to be unprivated? Once Snoot Game is over, I'm going to put up... The way I'm going to do it is... First, Stream 1's VOD goes up, because that was mean-spirited, and I just want to get it out of the way. Then we do the recordings of Stream 2. Then we put the VOD of Stream 2 as a separate day, so that people who want to watch the recordings can just watch the recordings on their own time, and people who want to watch the stream can watch it on their own time. Then we do all the recordings for Stream 3, then the VOD for 3, and so on until we're done. When we get to a certain Gator game, it will be the same we did with Snoot Game, where it's a bunch of very snappy recordings. But it will only be the demo, because I don't know if the game is out by that point. It probably is, and I'll look like a goof. But it's what I want to do. And we'll do that, and then I'll put up maybe more Snook Game stuff. No. We're doing the endings are going to be a vote thing, and they'll happen after Gator happens. Gator demo, at least. It's a weird, messy thing, but I need some breathing room from the game that has haunted my dreams. I still do not like Stream 1. That was so harsh. I hate it. It went way too far. I was not in the right mood for that. I'm upset. I'm just upset about the game, really. I'm sad that the game has turned into what it's turned into. Oh, I need to end the recording, actually. Whoops.